I recently made over $1,400 for 1 hour of work because I did an online catching clinic specific to blocking. Now, there's a few things that we did really well here for this, and I want to share some of these best practices so that you can do this if you're a sports coach yourself. Okay. Here are a few ground rules for any sort of clinic or promotion that you're doing. You want to have an opening and a close. And the close is obviously when the clinic is actually happening because it's basically an enforced deadline. So I did the clinic today. You can see there's one person that signed up today. And part of the reason that I want to show you guys this, because as I've learned this throughout, running an online business, anytime there's any sort of launch, almost half of the sales come at the very end. And so you can see, so this is $1,400 in total revenue collected. 550 of that come on the day before. Okay, really, really interesting. So oftentimes it's the first day or the first few days, and then the middle is kind of like a lull, and then the end is like the biggest spike. And so you can see that's exactly what happened here. And I'm going to show you actually like some of the emails that I sent out and some of the graphics that we posted on Instagram and how we actually used ManyChat and DM strategies in order to sign people up. So let me actually show you now what this looks like now that you kind of have the understanding of the timing of when I announced it, when it happened, when the sales came through. Hopefully just helps you understand business a little bit better in the online world. So here's what I did. Blocking promo email copy. So basically I just came into Notion and I listed out all the days. I said, okay, here's the announcement day. Here's the day that we're going to finish. And then I went backwards and did an email for every day and then did 3 emails the day before. This was what I did. Hey, what's the number one thing catchers struggle with most? You guessed it, blocking. And then for the next day, I took a screenshot of an onboarding call from one of the clients that I just helped into my program about how when we helped him with his blocking, he went out the next day, had the biggest smile, blocked better than he ever has, and it was an awesome story. And then I talked about, hey, this is what happens when you get the right coaching. This can happen for you too. If you're interested, we have a 60-minute blocking clinic on Saturday. Come check it out. Next day, then I'm like, okay, I had another onboarding call with another guy who played hockey, and hockey goalies and baseball catchers are similar, but their techniques are wildly different. So I talked about that. And then I was like, oh, you know what? That reminded me of another thing about how catchers, when they block, they're kind of similar to soccer players. So then I threw in some fun images of people sliding, this guy falling, and then this one funny, I think it was like a Geico commercial where he's like sliding on his knees all the way around. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I have a blocking video that I made for YouTube. I'll throw that in too. And then day before, I send out 3 emails, 24-hour reminder. This is another kind of question, like a common question that I get, and I talk about that. And then I have another reminder of like, hey, here's everything that you need. Here's all that you need, as a matter of fact. Make sure that you show up prepared. And then last call. That was the email sequence that I had sent out. I'm not sure exactly how many people signed up through email versus how many people signed up through Instagram. But here are some of the Instagram stories that we did. 24 hours left, blocking bundle, $200 value because they got the course and the clinic all for $37. And then we did it at 9 a.m., but we accidentally said 9:30. So then we posted it another one. And we created a ManyChat automation for someone to DM us clinic in order to sign up. This was also really cool. We did a blocking quiz. How should you do it? We have a poll on Instagram. Poll, you can see there's space for polls right here. And this was really cool, actually. And I would love to do this more, but here's what it looked like on ManyChat. So when they would comment or message us clinic, we would say, hey, are you interested in this month's clinic? We'd say yes. We would take it. So on button click, then we'd sort by whether we have their email or not. And if we do, we just take them right to the clinic page. And if not, we grab their email and then we send it to the clinic page and we capture that email, put it into our system with Kajabi. And then if they do click on it, they're going to go to this page. So then once they click on the page, they get sent to here. And this is where the emails were going to. I'm sure that there's more ways to do this, but basically my idea is I'm going to use catchmadesimple.com/clinic for, whatever the clinic is. Probably do one of these a month because it was so easy to do. And it was a ton of fun. Got to meet with a bunch of catchers from around the whole country. Really help a lot of them. I got a bunch of awesome messages at the end. So then I have a graphic like, hey, here's what you're going to get. You're going to get the course and the video training. And then I have some testimonials, what you're going to learn, register now. And that's essentially what it looks like. And so that's how I ran an online sports coaching clinic that allowed me to make $1,400 in an hour. Now, obviously there's some prep time and we went a few minutes over at the end. I hope that it helps you understand a little bit more of some other options that you can do if you are doing an online sports coaching business. If you like this video, then check out this video right over here. I'm Ange Bourgeois. Let's win together.